I'm Lois, and I'm going to share with you in today's video how I was able to transform $1,500 of a bonus that I received at work into over $70,000. I'm going to share with you my experience because maybe it will work for you in your situation. I remember the day that our charter school received an influx of students, and our school paid out the influx of money that they received to the teachers. And that was so wonderful, and it was an incredible blessing for me. And I remember the day that I held that check in my hands. It was the most money I'd ever seen in my entire life. A check written to me for $1,500. I had it in my head that I was going to purchase a piece of real estate. I remember the day when my coworkers were looking at each other, sitting down at a table and discussing what we would do with this $1,500 check. Some of my coworkers were mentioning going on a cruise, buying an expensive purse, putting a down payment on a car. Even one of my coworkers wanted to purchase a luxury dog. I had it in my brain, and I told everyone that I was going to buy a piece of real estate. The amount of laughter I heard and took away from that table from my comment was overwhelming. But I knew in my heart that I could and I would make it happen. And that's the mindset I went into with this $1,500 check. You might be wondering, how in the world, how on planet Earth did Lois purchase a property with $1,500 down? I was wondering the same thing. Now, I Google searched, at the time I was a school teacher, public school teacher. I Google searched down payment assistance programs, and I was actually able to stack 2 down payment assistance programs through the FHA loan. Now, I had an FHA loan, and packaged with that, I also had a 0 interest loan, and I qualified for the down payment teacher assistance program through Cal HFA. If you're in some type of career that allows you to benefit from a down payment assistance program, I highly recommend that you research this on Google and look for and type in your career and what assistance programs there are for you. Those programs are out there to help you purchase a home. And those programs are funded to give you a leg up. So use it and run with it. I'm going to give you the numbers, and they're on my screen, so I'll be looking back and forth at the camera and my screen. The home that my husband and I purchased at the time was a 2-bedroom condo. This place was actually an apartment that was converted into condos that they eventually sold out unit by unit. All right, so we purchased this home for $243,508. We put down $1,500 of our own money, and that was the bonus I received at work. I was able to get a 0 interest loan for $7,440. That was a silent loan, and whenever I was ready to sell the property, I would have to pay that back. But it was 0 interest, so that worked in our favor. The other loan program that I qualified for was the down payment teacher assistance program through Cal HFA, and that funded $8,522. And that was the down payment from that program. So the total loan that we owed on this property, combined with the down payment assistance money, was $259,470, and that includes closing costs of 5.23%. That was just the beginning, and we looked for the cheapest property we could possibly find in an area that we felt was somewhat safe. That's something that you may have to do as well, is to look for the cheapest home that you could possibly afford. And that was the cheapest home we could possibly afford. And we were so happy to be able to own a piece of real estate. It was so exciting. Looking back, I'm so happy that we purchased this property because it really did give us a leg up in buying our next property and the property after that and the property after that, because we did this 4 times and then we finally moved out of state, and now we have a rental property that gives us a monthly income that pays the majority of our current mortgage. The magic of that $1,500 down payment turning into over $70,000 was just basically my husband and I living in this home for 3 years. That condo appreciated, and every home appreciated in this specific area. And I'm sure across all of America, every home has appreciated since 2013. Again, I'm not trying to say that this is the end all be all, buy a piece of property, live in it for 3 years, and you're gonna get some type of profit out of it. You have to be smart with the location of the home, how much you're purchasing the home for. Is it undervalued? Is it overvalued? Is it market price? You need to do your own research. I'm not giving you financial advice. I'm just giving you information from what I've learned in my experience. After living in this home for 3 years, we paid down the loan to $230,904. So our loan obligation was $246,866. When you're getting ready to sell a home, you don't get all of the entire profit. And that's something I learned through this process. It cost us $16,750 to sell this house, and that was roughly about 5% of the selling price. We walked away from this home after we sold it, living in it for 3 years, with $71,384. Remember when I told you that the $1,500 check was the largest amount of money I'd ever seen in my entire life? Well, when I saw that $71,384 in my bank account, and I realized I don't have to pay taxes on this money, the reason why I don't need to pay taxes on that money is because my husband and I lived in it as our primary residence for over 2 years. If you have $1,500 or $2,000 or $5,000 or $10,000 and you feel like buying a home is unachievable, I want you to go on Google and do some research. Type in your state and type in down payment assistance programs and see if there are any programs out there to help you get into a home. I was able to 46x my original down payment of $1,500 into over $70,000 just by living in that home for 3 years. I didn't fix anything up. I just lived in it and breathed in it, ate in it, slept in it, and sold it. If you received any value from this video, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you again next week. Thank you and have a nice day.